Welcome to Tracy's Sunday Challenge. My name's Tracy.bish. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia, and I go live every Sunday with a new challenge. So this week's challenge, I've actually been able to pop the challenge up before going live, which is something that I don't very often get to do. So the theme this week is eggs. I'm going with Easter eggs because, Easter's coming and I like to give you a little bit of creativity to create a few little gifts or treats for Easter. But you can do anything that's related to eggs. So if an animal comes from eggs, you could use that animal. So super cute. I'm really excited to see how you go with that theme, whether you just choose Easter eggs or whether you go with the animals. But yeah, completely up to you. You can interpret it any way you like. And I'm so excited to show you the project for today. Good morning, Glenda. How are you? So as you're popping on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions throughout the video, please just ask them in the chat and I'll keep watching out for those as well. Alright, so I'm using the Easter Bunny bundle. This is in the mini catalogue. I really love this. Now it is a bundle with a punch. We're not using the punch today. I'm actually only focusing on the eggs and the sentiment and Easter treat for you. So two very small stamps in this set, but it'll work perfectly with what we're doing. Good morning, Marion. How are you? So we're using those ones. I'm also using the tailor-made tags. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, tailor-made tag dies. These are perfect for our little project as well. Okay, let me bring in the supplies that we're using. I'm using thick, basic white cardstock. Also, this is just in a piece of A4. I'm going to cut it down in just a second. And I'm also using from the mini catalogue the Country Gingham 6x6. So these come in all the colours of balmy blue, mint macaron, petal pink and sweet sorbet. So the question is, for my project or my sample, I used the petal pink. The question for you guys is, will I change it this time? And what colour will I change it to? So balmy blue, mint macaron or sweet sorbet? So you guys can chime in and let me know which colour you would like to see, or if you'd like to go back with the petal pink, that's okay as well. Let me show you, while you're thinking about that, let me show you the project that we're going to create. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Little tiny box. We've got eggs stamped around the sides, which is where the eggs come from. We've got eggs inside. I'm going to take this off. And then we're just going to open the box. And it has 4 little Easter eggs in it. Isn't that cute? So very, very simple. Just a little box. Perfect just for that little treat. For, a little friend, a co-worker. I don't know, maybe you give them to your postie or bank teller, anything like that. So little tiny idea, but it's so cute. Okay, so the colours are, Glenda says sweet sorbet. Hi Sue, how are you? So Sue, you've just joined us. I don't know whether you heard, but we are making this little box. I'm using the Country Gingham DSP. The colours are balmy blue, mint macaron, petal pink and sweet sorbet. I'm asking everyone what colour you would like to see this box, today's box, made with. So we've got petal pink there, but we can do a different colour without any issues. Hi Sean, how are you? From Alberta, Canada, and it's snowy. Well, welcome Sean, I'm so glad that you're here. Marion says sweet sorbet as well. Shauna says blue, so she's saying balmy blue. Can I be completely honest with you guys? Sweet sorbet is not a colour that I like very often. It's my least favourite in those in colours. When Stampin' Up! Had that, when they were releasing the colours each day, I was really excited to see the sweet sorbet, but then when you actually get the sweet sorbet, it's not the colour I thought it was going to be. It was, to me, they made it to be a little bit more pink than the red. But this is not too bad. This is a little bit more muted, I'd say. Sue's asking, will I have a tutorial sheet for this one? I did think about it last night. I'll be completely honest. I sat up doing my blog post last night at, it was after 9 o'clock. I think it was close to 9:30. And we'd done a whole heap of yard work yesterday, so I had no brain power. My thoughts were to do a tutorial sheet for you. I just didn't have it in me. But I might have time today. I don't know. We'll see how we go. I've still got lots more gardening to do. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Oh, Rachel loves the sorbet. Hi, Beverly. Welcome. Good way to use it up. Well, that is absolutely true, Marion. I think we will go the sorbet because you guys seem to all love it. And that's, yeah, it's one that I probably won't use myself anytime soon. So I really like this, the gingham check. I think that's what it's called, or I could go that one. So there's 4 different ones, I think, from memory. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it must be 3. Yep. So 1, 2, or 3 to decorate. Oh, thank you, Beverly. It is a little cute. Just a little treat. Rachel's making brownies for staff morning tea tomorrow. Everyone's still asleep. Oh, lucky them. I must admit, I did struggle getting out of bed this morning. 3. This one's the favourite so far. Well, that's exciting for the brownies, though. We have, here in Victoria, we have a public holiday tomorrow, so I'm excited not to be working at all tomorrow. Okay, so we're going with 3. All right, let's start getting our box ready to go. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer here, and we're just going to cut this down. This is a sheet of A4. I'm going to cut it down to 2 3/4 by 9 1/4. So I'm going to open up my arm. Nine 1/4. And then on the 2 3/4 side, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch on both sides. So how many watching actually create little Easter treats? Do you guys do that or not so much? I know a lot of people don't create Easter cards, but I do love creating little treats. So we've got 3/4 on each side. Then we're going to flip it to the 9 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. Four 1/4. 5 inches. And 8 1/2. Now all those measurements are over on my blog. It is linked in the description of this video as well. There's also a list of all the items I've used. If you need to purchase any of them, you can do so in my online store. So I'm going to fold and burnish on all those score lines. And this is like a flip open lid. Marion does just the cards. Shauna says she has a little chick that holds an egg. Oh, awesome. Beverly makes them for her grandchildren. That's awesome. That's really great. Rachel loves giving little treats. Oh, and she's doing, Rachel, you're doing St. Paddy's Day treats for Friday. Awesome. Did you get the St. Patrick's Day stamp and punch? I know that was really popular. Oh, cool. Alrighty, so we have all that ready to go. Before we start placing the box together and all that, we do need to do our die cutting. So, let me have a look. And our stamping. So I need to get Sweet Sorbet ink pad. And so one of these squares, and it doesn't matter which one you do, all the rectangles, so you've got 4, which is really hard to see in this, you've got 4 little squares, and you've got long rectangle and then smaller rectangles. These long and smaller rectangles, we're going to do our stamping of our eggs, and this will be the top of the box. So this is the one that you're going to see all the way around. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to stamp so it's right side up, so you can see the eggs are this way up, and then we're going to turn it and we're going to keep stamping right side up. So we can get 2 in. I'm going to turn it round, and then the smaller rectangle there, we're going to get 1 in there. It's a little bit out, it won't matter. It's going to be our tabs anyway. And our last one there. Perfect. So we have that stamped. I'm also going to grab that piece of DSP, and we're going to cut this down so we can add it to the top of our box here. Now for that DSP piece, we are going to need a piece of 7/8 by 3 3/8. So 7/8 by 3 3/8. Okay. And I'm going to glue this one straight down onto the top of the box. So it gives us a nice little border of the white all the way around that DSP. Okay, while we're getting that to dry, I'm just going to cut up my box so it'll be ready to pop together. So on each of these score lines, we're just going to trim up to that first score line. And we're also going to miter cut in on each side. So there's 3 of these little tiny squares on each side, and you're just going to do that with both. Riley's not happy about something. Okay, so we've got our 3 there, moving it to the opposite side, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. So we went to a nursery yesterday, and we come back with 3 new fruit trees. We got a lime, a mandarin, and what was the other one? An orange, Valencia orange. No, Washington Navel it was, sorry. My husband just come down and completely made me lose my track. So we actually pulled out one of our trees from our block next door to stick. So all our fruit trees are actually in big, huge pots that my husband's made. Well, they're not pots, they're garden beds sort of thing. But our they call it a lorange because it's a lemon and an orange all in one. It has overgrown the huge pot that he's built for it. So we're actually popping out in the ground. So we got rid of a tree yesterday. That's where it's going to go. And then one of our other dwarf trees is actually going to go in that spot. So that's exciting. All right, so we have that ready to go. I'm going to grab my dies. And you can use either one, whether you like the more square one. I'm actually going to go with the rounded one because that's cool. And let me have a look to make sure I'm doing it the right way. The top of your tag has to face into the other side of the box. So in this one, I've actually done it that way because I wasn't thinking. But this one here, we're going to go the opposite way. So the top of the tag's going in towards the other side of the box. And we're going to run that through a cut and emboss machine. I'm just going to use my mini because it'll fit in perfectly. So let me line that up. Was someone out there?
No.
No.
Someone's banging the gate up.
Someone was banging on our front gate. That's what she was going off about. Well, a German Shepherd on the other side of the gate going off would be enough for me to walk away. So we're just going to run this one through. There we go. And it wasn't quite lined up perfectly, but it'll be fine. So this is actually going to create our tag as well. So we're using that piece that we're chopping off. Yeah, lemonade. Lemonade is a new lemon tree. That's right, Marion. What type of lime? Tahitian lime. Oh, Shauna says she loves how it's an all-in-one piece. Takes very little produce. Absolutely, yeah. We're using a lot of our pieces, and like I said, I used a piece of A4, so I don't know whether you'd get 3 on there, probably not, but you'd at least get 2, and you're not having much waste on there at all. Oh, hi Susan, how are you? It's your first time watching? I am an Aussie. And you're from Bundora. Well, welcome. Welcome, Susan. I'm glad that you're here. Oh, Rachel says her Tahitian lime produces well. It's funny because when we were over at the nursery yesterday, we actually got a lime and the orange, and they've already got fruit on them. So usually when I get fruit trees, it'll take me at least 2 years before it produces fruit. But they're a little bit smaller trees, but they have fruit on them already, so I'm really excited. So we're using window sheet, which come in big 12 by 12 sheets. You can use these, or if you get photopolymer stamps, let me show you. When you first get them, you have 2 sheets of plastic in there. One is super thick and one is a little bit thinner. If you take these off, you can use these as window sheets when you first get them. So a little bit of a tip there. Also, you can use packaging. If you've got kids at home and they get toys, there's always a little bit of thick plastic in packaging, especially in toys. So yeah, you can also use those. So I don't have my measurement for my window sheet in front of me. I don't know what I was thinking. So what I'm going to do, that might even fit. Yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit off the edge, but there is the measurement for the window sheet on my blog. I just don't have my blog open because I have my chat, so I can read my chat. All right, so that's going to fit in there perfectly. I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of that. I used tear and tape, and I think you really, obviously, you're going to need something to place in there to keep the eggs in there. They might not, well, they probably won't fall out, but I just think it looks a lot nicer having that there. Well, they wouldn't fall out because the eggs are definitely bigger than that. And I'm going to be tricky and try and cut a piece in half. Like so. So these fit 4 of our Cadbury mini eggs, which I think I've had a terrible time trying to keep them on my desk. I actually had to buy a whole nother packet the other day. My hubby loves chocolate, and I don't have kids at home anymore, so I don't have to hide it from them, but hubby still wanted them. So there we go. All right, so we can start popping our box together. You can use liquid glue. I'm actually going to use tear and tape. I tend to get liquid glue everywhere when I'm live. So sometimes it's just easier to use tear and tape, and I'm just tearing little bits off to pop down on all of those tabs. So we're using this Simply Elegant trim, which comes in silver and gold. I really hope that that's going to come back into our new annual catalogue. I hope they don't retire it. It's my favourite twine, and to have it in the annual catalogue was fantastic, because usually Stampin' Up only bring out the metallic twines at Christmas time, so our Christmas catalogue. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to pop the base of our box together, so the 4 tabs on the piece that's not stamped. And because I'm using tear and tape, some of them are going over a little bit. I'm just pushing them back so they fit in over the top again. So we're just lining up our edges, basic box there. Actually, I don't mind this sweet sorbet in this. I'm still not a complete fan, but this doesn't look too bad. Here we have it, and then we can pop our top piece together. Oh, Rachel says she needs to get more of the twine. She has no silver left. I actually did an order last week and I got 5 rolls because I'm so worried that they're going to get rid of it. And it's just so good to use on so many different projects. Marion says, what a fluke for the window sheet. I know, and it doesn't happen very often where I can fluke things. And it just goes straight over the top. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Okay. I'm going to add my eggs in. So I get these big bags because I find usually if I can get the big bags, my hubby can have a few and I'm not screaming at him. If you get those little bags, you won't have enough to make your sample and, well, I won't have enough to make a sample and the main one. So cute. And you can see at the end here, it flares out a little bit, which is why I've changed around our die from the sample, so we can add our twine around here and we won't have any trouble with that flaring out. So with our little tag here, I'm going to grab some memento And we're going to stamp that sentiment, an Easter treat for you, which comes from the Easter Bunny stamp set. So pretty. And I'm just going to grab some of that twine out of my cupboard. And do we think gold or silver for this one? What are you guys thinking? Gold or silver? I'm not sure. I'm just going to clean up while you guys chime in. Let me know. One silver, one gold. I think it's going to be silver. 3 silver and 1 gold. Sorry, Glenda. So, all we're going to do, and if you run your hands over this metallic one, it'll straighten it completely out. Otherwise, it stays curly. Not exactly sure how I did the last one, but we're going to do it this way. So just wrap it around, do a bow. That's a pretty bow. Take my ends off. How cute is that? So a lot darker than the petal pink. Obviously that's really light and it's hard to see all those little Easter eggs. Can you see? I actually stamped these upside down. So I made sure that I did them the right way this time around to show you guys. There we go. Such a cute little treat idea. And yeah, you can get at least 2 from an A4 and then you've still got lots left over for another project. So yeah. Sue's saying, how good would it be if the twine was like elastic? Yeah, it'd be definitely different, wouldn't it? I think they've had that elastic twine before. Oh, thank you, Susan. Gingham is associated with Easter, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. All right, while I still have you here, this week's challenge is, the theme is eggs. So you can create anything with Easter eggs. You can also create anything with an animal that is, starts off with an egg. So, chickens, I don't know, there's so many different ones that you could choose from and lots of different stamps out there. You could create a card or a little treat project. That's always fun to do. Make sure you head over to my Facebook page where you can pop your photo of your project in that post, and that way everyone can see what you've created, and they can also let you know how much they love your project, which is really great. Just share your creativity. If you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used today, you can certainly purchase them in my online store. I've got a wonderful program for all my customers. I have a handmade card that is sent out each month. I also have a tutorial bundle that will be sent out to you as well. And this month for March, there's 47 projects, so lots and lots of projects there that you will have plenty of inspiration there. And also for this month, with the online exclusives, the Rhino Ready bundle is out now. I'm offering, if you purchase the Rhino Ready bundle in my online store this month using the host code, next month we are going to have an exclusive class. So I'll send you the kits. There's 3 cards in the class. You'll have the kits and you'll be able to use your bundle as to use with the class. So that's super exciting. If you like this set and it's adorable, You know, you can't go wrong with these animal themed stamps, but I think the dies are really great as well. You can see, like, to me that's an African tree for sure. But anyway, so that's also available if you're already purchasing the Rhino Ready bundle. Purchase it in my online store and you'll get a free class as well as the other master tutorial and the card class. And quickly, if you join the Creative Vault, which is Wendy Cranford's inspirational subscription vault, there is a exclusive sign up down here. That is an affiliate link because I do the 3D classes for Wendy for the Creative Vault. These are this month's theme. Now, what's really great about the vault is it just keeps adding to the creativity. Nothing gets taken away each month. Each month new stuff gets added, but you can see previous months as well. If you use my subscription link and use the coupon code VAULT, you'll get your first month at half price. So that's super exciting as well. But yeah, that's available. And also over my blog, you can purchase the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. For March, we're using the Rain and Shine Suite. 12 projects in all, full colour photos, all the dimensions, all the instructions. This suite, they have outdone themselves. And if you come back next Thursday, I'll actually show you the card in that bundle tutorial that I've created. We'll do that on Thursday at 5 p.m. I think that's all I had to say, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. I really hope that you've enjoyed this little project today. Thank you for all the thumbs up, everyone, and if you haven't hit subscribe, if you do that as well, you'll be notified every time I have a new video out. Okay, if you're in Victoria, enjoy your long weekend. I know I am so excited for this weekend. We've got a few things to do, but I'm looking forward to a good break as well. Oh, there you go. Susan just said you could put lip gloss in there as well, which absolutely, that would be a great idea. Rachel thinks she has to get that bundle. Excellent. I want it all. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye-bye.